In the vast, untamed wilderness, life is a constant battle. Every single day is a fight for survival. To stay alive, animals have developed an incredible array of tools and strategies. Think of it as a natural arms race, where each creature is equipped with its own unique set of weapons and defenses. Some rely on sheer power. A lion's immense strength can bring down prey many times its size. A grizzly bear's muscular build and powerful claws are tools of both hunting and defense. These animals are the heavyweights of the natural world, using brute force to dominate their environment and secure their next meal. Others choose speed as their ultimate advantage. The cheetah, the fastest land animal on Earth, is a blur of muscle and bone, capable of explosive bursts of acceleration that leave its prey with little chance of escape. In the skies, the peregrine falcon dives at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, a living missile locking onto its target. Speed is their weapon, allowing them to outrun danger and outpace their dinner. It's a high-energy strategy, a breathless chase across savannas and through the open air, where a split second can mean the difference between life and death. Then there are the masters of defense. Armadillos and tortoises carry their fortresses on their backs, retreating into impenetrable shells when danger threatens. Porcupines brandish a formidable coat of sharp quills, a clear warning to any predator that gets too close. These creatures have traded speed and aggression for a more passive, yet highly effective form of survival. They are the living castles of the animal kingdom, proving that sometimes the best defense is an unbreakable defense. Their survival isn't about the chase, but about outlasting the threat. But there is another kind of weapon, one that is often unseen until it is too late. It is a weapon that doesn't rely on muscle, speed, or armor. It is a silent chemical weapon, evolved over millions of years to be incredibly efficient and deadly. This is the world of venom. It's a tool used by some of the most fascinating and feared creatures on our planet. These animals are not the strongest or the fastest, but they are masters of patience, camouflage, and chemistry. They are the invisible hunters, and their story is one of the most compelling in all of nature. Venom is one of nature's most sophisticated inventions. It's a complex cocktail of toxic proteins and enzymes produced in a special gland and delivered through a specialized apparatus like fangs or a stinger. Unlike poison, which is ingested or absorbed, venom must be injected directly into another creature's body. This makes it a proactive weapon, a tool for hunting, and a powerful deterrent for defense. For the animals that wield it, venom is a game changer. It allows a small or slow-moving creature to overpower something much larger and stronger than itself, leveling the playing field in a dramatic and definitive way. The primary purpose of venom is to secure a meal. For a predator, the chase is risky and costs a lot of energy. A struggle with prey can lead to injury, which in the wild can be a death sentence. Venom offers a much more efficient solution. A single, well-aimed strike can immobilize prey quickly, sometimes in a matter of seconds. It begins to break down the prey's tissues from the inside out, essentially starting the process of digestion before the meal has even been swallowed. This incredible chemical tool saves the predator precious energy and minimizes the risk of a physical fight. Of course, venom is also a formidable defensive weapon. Many venomous creatures are not aggressive hunters and would much rather be left alone. Their venom serves as a powerful warning to potential threats. A painful and possibly lethal bite or sting is a memorable lesson for any predator that gets too curious or too close. This defensive use is why animals like bees, wasps, and some snakes will strike when they feel cornered or threatened. It's not about malice. It's a desperate act of self-preservation, their ultimate line of defense when escape is not an option. The animals that rely on venom often share a common set of traits. They are typically not built for a prolonged chase. Instead, they are masters of stealth, patience, and ambush. Their survival depends on not being seen. They use incredible camouflage to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, becoming virtually invisible. They can wait motionless for hours or even days, conserving energy until the perfect moment arrives. When that moment comes, they strike with incredible speed and precision. These are the venomous masters, the silent assassins of the natural world. Deep within the rainforests of Central and Western Africa lives a true master of disguise. This is the realm of the Gaboon viper, a snake that embodies the very essence of a patient ambush predator. The forest floor here is a chaotic mosaic of light and shadow, a thick carpet of fallen leaves, twigs, and decaying wood. It is a world of browns, yellows, pinks, and purples, constantly shifting as the sun filters through the dense canopy above. This complex, cluttered environment is the perfect stage for an animal that has perfected the art of becoming part of the scenery. The Gaboon viper is a heavyweight among venomous snakes. It is thick and powerfully built, but it is its coloration that is truly breathtaking. Its skin is a tapestry of geometric patterns, a stunning arrangement of pale rectangles and triangles set against a rich background of dark browns and deep purples. A dark line runs down the center of its pale, broad head, perfectly breaking up its outline. This isn't just for show. Every single marking is designed to mimic the dead leaves and dappled light of its forest home. When this snake lies still, it doesn't just hide among the leaves. It becomes the leaves. Life for a Gaboon viper is a slow and deliberate affair. It spends the vast majority of its time completely motionless, often staying in the exact same spot for days on end. It finds a promising location, usually alongside a run, a small trail used by rodents, birds, and other forest creatures, and it simply waits. This strategy is all about energy conservation. Why waste effort chasing prey when you can let the prey come to you? The viper is a study in patience, a living statue whose stillness is its greatest weapon, waiting for an unsuspecting victim to wander into striking range. This snake is so confident in its camouflage that its first line of defense is to do nothing at all. If a threat approaches, even a large animal like an antelope or a human, the Gaboon viper will remain perfectly still, trusting that it will be overlooked. It rarely hisses or makes any aggressive display. It only strikes as a last resort when it is physically touched or feels its life is in immediate danger. This incredible calmness, combined with its potent venom and lightning-fast strike, makes it one of the most dangerous and fascinating snakes on the African continent. Imagine a flock of helmeted guinea fowl. These noisy, sociable birds are a common sight in the African bush and on the edges of the forest. They spend their days scratching and pecking at the ground, searching for seeds, insects, and small roots. They move in groups, their constant chattering and calling a familiar sound of the landscape. While they seem preoccupied with their search for food, they are always on alert. Their group dynamic is their primary defense. Many pairs of sharp eyes are better than one when it comes to spotting danger from predators like eagles above or leopards in the scrub. But there is one hunter that the guinea fowl's keen eyesight often fails to detect. Lying perfectly still on the forest floor, nestled among the fallen leaves, is the Gaboon viper. It has been in this exact position for 2 full days, a coiled sculpture of patience. Its body temperature matches the ground beneath it, rendering it invisible to any heat-sensing abilities a predator might have. Its patterns disrupt its shape so completely that it appears as nothing more than a random pile of forest debris. A guinea fowl, busy with its foraging, steps closer and closer, completely unaware of the mortal danger just inches away. The viper's senses are finely tuned to this moment. It doesn't see the guinea fowl in the way we do. Instead, it detects the faint vibrations in the ground as the bird walks. Its tongue flicks out, tasting the air, gathering chemical information about its potential meal. The viper remains utterly motionless, its muscles coiled like a spring, holding a massive store of potential energy. It is waiting for the precise moment when the bird is within the kill zone, a distance it can cover in a fraction of a second. The tension is immense, a silent, invisible countdown to a lethal explosion of action. Then it happens. The guinea fowl takes one step too many. In a blur of motion that is almost too fast for the eye to follow, the viper's head lunges forward, its mouth opens impossibly wide, and two enormous fangs, the longest of any snake in the world, swing down and sink deep into the bird's leg. An incredible amount of potent venom is pumped into the wound. The strike is over in less than a quarter of a second. The viper releases its grip immediately, and the startled bird flutters a few feet away before collapsing. The venom works with terrifying speed, and the patient hunter can now claim its reward. The Gaboon viper is a snake of superlatives. It holds the record for the longest fangs of any snake, which can reach up to 2 inches or about 5 centimeters in length. These fangs are like massive, hypodermic needles, capable of delivering a huge dose of venom deep into its prey. It also holds the record for the highest venom yield of any snake. While its venom isn't the most toxic drop for drop, the sheer quantity it can inject in a single bite is honestly staggering. This combination of long fangs and massive venom volume ensures that once it strikes, the job gets done quickly and effectively. Its appearance is as remarkable as its weaponry. An adult Gaboon viper is a very heavy-bodied snake, reaching lengths of over 6 feet and weighing more than 20 kilograms. Its head is huge and triangular, distinct from its relatively slender neck, but its most famous feature is its camouflage. The complex pattern of rectangles, triangles, and hourglass shapes in shades of brown, cream, pink, and purple is considered one of the most effective in the entire animal kingdom. This pattern, combined with the leaf-like texture of its scales, allows it to vanish completely on the forest floor, making it a ghost in its own habitat. Life for a Gaboon viper moves at a different pace. After securing a large meal, such as a rabbit, a small monkey, or a bird like the guinea fowl, the snake may not need to eat again for a very long time. Its metabolism is incredibly slow, designed for a life of waiting and conserving energy. It can take weeks or even over a month to fully digest a large meal. During this time, it will be even more sedentary than usual, finding a safe, hidden spot to rest while its body works on breaking down its food. This slow pace of life is a key adaptation to its ambush hunting strategy. Despite its formidable venom and camouflage, the Gaboon viper is not without its own vulnerabilities. As a slow-moving snake, it is susceptible to predation, especially when young, from animals like monitor lizards, eagles, and even other snakes. Its greatest defense is its invisibility, but if discovered, it has little ability to flee. Its survival hinges on the simple fact that most other animals walk right past it without ever knowing it's there. This reliance on a single strategy highlights the delicate balance of its existence in the complex African rainforest ecosystem. Now, let's travel halfway across the world to a completely different environment. We leave the damp, dark, and cluttered floor of the African rainforest for the wide-open, sun-baked landscape of the North American desert. Here in Arizona, the world is painted in shades of red, orange, and brown. Giant saguaro cacti stand like silent sentinels against a brilliant blue sky. The ground is a mix of dry, cracked earth, loose sand, and sharp, gravelly rock. Life here is defined by scarcity. A scarcity of water, a scarcity of shade, and a scarcity of easy meals. This is a land of brutal extremes. During the day, the sun beats down relentlessly, and surface temperatures can soar to levels that are lethal for most forms of life. To survive, animals must be adapted to conserve water and escape the intense heat. Many creatures are nocturnal, spending the scorching daylight hours hidden away in burrows, rock crevices, or in the shade of a hardy desert plant. When the sun finally sets, the desert comes alive. The air cools, and a different cast of characters emerges from their shelters to hunt, forage, and go about their business under the cover of darkness. The challenges in this habitat are immense. Food and water are spread thin, meaning animals often have to cover large distances to find what they need. The open landscape offers little cover from the watchful eyes of predators like hawks and coyotes. Every plant seems to be armed with thorns or spines, and every shadow could conceal a threat. Survival in the desert requires toughness, resourcefulness, and a set of specialized adaptations. It is a place where only the hardiest and most well-equipped creatures can make a living, a testament to the power of evolution to shape life for even the harshest of conditions. Into this harsh and unforgiving world steps another master of ambush, another venomous hunter that has perfected the art of survival. This creature is perfectly tuned to the rhythms of the desert. It understands the importance of conserving energy, the necessity of a surprise attack, and the value of a powerful weapon. It carries the colors of the desert on its back and the sound of danger on its tail. This is the home of the western diamondback rattlesnake, an icon of the American Southwest and a supreme desert predator. The western diamondback rattlesnake is the undisputed king of its domain. It is a large, heavy-bodied pit viper, perfectly adapted for life in the arid landscapes of North America. Its back is adorned with a distinctive pattern of dark, diamond-shaped blotches, outlined in a lighter cream color. These markings, set against a dusty brown or gray background, provide outstanding camouflage against the gravelly soil and dry brush of its desert home. When coiled motionless in the shade of a creosote bush or beside a rock, it blends in so well that it becomes just another part of the arid scenery. Like the Gaboon viper, the rattlesnake is an ambush predator, but it has a few extra tricks up its sleeve. It belongs to a group of snakes known as pit vipers, named for the heat-sensing pits located between their eyes and nostrils. These incredible organs can detect minute differences in temperature, allowing the snake to see the heat signature of a warm-blooded animal even in complete darkness. This gives the rattlesnake a huge advantage when hunting nocturnal prey like kangaroo rats, mice and rabbits, turning the desert night into its personal hunting ground. And then there is the rattle. This famous feature, located at the end of its tail, is made of interlocking segments of keratin, the same material as our fingernails. When the snake vibrates its tail, these segments click together, producing a dry, buzzing sound that is unmistakable. This is not a weapon, but a warning. The rattle is a brilliant piece of evolution, a signal that tells larger animals like coyotes, bobcats, or humans, "I am here, I am dangerous, stay away." It is a way to avoid a confrontation, as the snake would much rather save its precious venom for hunting than waste it on defense. When hunting, the rattlesnake uses the same strategy of patience seen in its African cousin. It will find a promising spot, often alongside a rodent trail, and wait. It uses its camouflage, its stillness, and its heat-sensing pits to detect approaching prey. The strike, when it comes, is incredibly fast. The snake injects a potent venom that is primarily hemotoxic, meaning it attacks the blood cells and tissues, causing massive internal damage. The snake then releases the prey and follows its scent trail, waiting for the venom to do its work before swallowing its meal whole. The western diamondback rattlesnake plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of its desert ecosystem. As a top predator of small mammals, it acts as a vital form of pest control. Rodent populations, if left unchecked, can explode in number. This can lead to the overgrazing of delicate desert plants and the potential spread of diseases. By preying on creatures like mice, rats, and gophers, the rattlesnake helps to keep their numbers in balance, ensuring that the fragile desert food web remains stable. It is a silent guardian, a sentinel that helps preserve the delicate equilibrium of its harsh environment. The rattlesnake's influence extends beyond just the animals it eats. Its very presence shapes the behavior of other creatures. The constant threat of a venomous ambush forces smaller animals to be more cautious. It encourages them to be more alert and to avoid open, exposed areas where they might be vulnerable. This, in turn, has a ripple effect on the plant life. By altering where and when rodents forage, the rattlesnake indirectly helps protect certain plants and seeds from being eaten, contributing to the overall biodiversity of the desert landscape in subtle but important ways. Like all predators, the rattlesnake is also part of the food chain and can become prey itself. Younger, smaller rattlesnakes are vulnerable to a variety of predators. Birds of prey like the red-tailed hawk are formidable hunters of snakes. Other animals, such as coyotes, roadrunners, and even other snakes like the king snake, which is immune to rattlesnake venom, will readily hunt and eat them. This two-way relationship as both hunter and hunted demonstrates the interconnectedness of all life within the ecosystem. The rattlesnake is not just a killer, it is also a source of food that sustains other desert dwellers. The life of a rattlesnake is a perfect example of adaptation to a challenging environment. From its heat-sensing pits for hunting in the dark, to its efficient venom for dispatching prey, to its famous rattle for warding off danger, every part of the snake is designed for survival in the desert. It is a creature that embodies the principles of energy conservation and risk management. It is a testament to the power of evolution to craft a perfectly suited survivor for one of the toughest places on Earth, playing its indispensable part in the circle of life. Comparing the Gaboon viper of the African rainforest with the western diamondback rattlesnake of the American desert reveals a fascinating story of convergent evolution. These two snakes live in vastly different worlds, one a dense, damp and dark forest, the other a dry, open and sun-scorched wasteland. Yet, despite the dramatic differences in their habitats, they have arrived at a remarkably similar solution to the universal problem of survival. Both have abandoned the chase, choosing instead the path of the patient venomous ambush predator. The core of their strategy is invisibility. The Gaboon viper's skin is a masterpiece of geometric patterns that mimics the leaf litter of the forest floor. The rattlesnake's diamond pattern and dusty colors make it vanish against the desert soil and rock. Both creatures have evolved to become one with their surroundings, their greatest strength being the ability to not be seen. This reliance on camouflage dictates their entire lifestyle, a slow, deliberate existence built around the art of waiting. They are living proof that in the game of survival, you don't always have to be the fastest or the strongest. Patience is their shared virtue. These snakes can remain motionless for days, conserving every ounce of energy, waiting for a meal to come to them. This is the ultimate low-energy lifestyle, perfectly suited to predators that may go for long periods between meals. When the moment finally arrives, they unleash a burst of incredible speed, a strike so fast it's a blur. Their potent venoms are the great equalizers, allowing them to subdue prey quickly and safely, without the risk of a prolonged and dangerous struggle. It is a strategy of calculated stillness, followed by explosive, decisive action. In the end, these invisible hunters are not monsters to be feared, but vital components of their respective ecosystems. They are a crucial link in the food web, controlling prey populations and in turn providing food for other predators. Their existence reminds us of the delicate balance of nature and the incredible diversity of strategies that life employs to continue. From the shadowed floors of the African jungle to the sunlit sands of the Arizona desert, the silent, patient battle for survival plays out every day. It is a testament to the interconnectedness of all living things, a world of hidden hunters who masterfully play their part in the grand, unending circle of life.